Alright, this video doesn't really have an introduction, but heed my warning. The first segment is 2 minutes long, and the others are under a minute. That's how I'm going to be framing these segments for these episodes. Anyways, that's all I'll say. Now on to the video. Did this need to exist? Did this really need to exist? A sequel to one of the most generic high school comedies of the 90s? I mean, it's not bad per se, but it definitely didn't need sequeling. I mean, who asked for a modernized She's All That? When the trailer came out, it was bad. When the movie came out, was it at least good? My answer to that is definitely not. The acting is horrible, the cinematography is plain. And much to everyone's surprise, I don't even think the movie was finished. Now you may ask me, how is it unfinished? Well, look at this clip. I'm not even making this up. I can't even make this up if I tried. That, my friends, is a green screen fail. A green screen fail in a $20 million Netflix movie. Now I've ragged on the cinematography a lot in this. How about the story? Oh, it's horrible. Thank you for asking. I mean, the original plot was already simple enough. A girl tries to regain her reputation by becoming a prom queen. Heck, a Littlest Pet Shop episode could do that. However, in this movie, it's a revenge story? I think? And since this movie just so happens to star a TikTok influencer, I guarantee that there's gonna be a lot of little children watching this, despite its PG-13 rating. Who is this movie for anyways? TikTok users, rom-com enthusiasts, jukebox musical fanatics, internet celebrities, woke logo, who is this for? If this is for children, it's horrible inspiration. If it's for rom-com enthusiasts, they're not gonna get much out of it. If it's for TikTok users, even they're going to see the main character as unlikable, self-absorbed, and unable to face the consequences of their own actions. It's unrealistic, it's petty, it's self-absorbed, it doesn't make sense, and it focuses more on views and followers more than telling a compelling or interesting story. I mean, I'm starting to believe that this isn't from the director of Mean Girls, which is a funny and compelling movie. And this guy also directed Mr. Popper's Penguins and the Spiderwick Chronicles. Didn't this guy used to be cool? There are hundreds of other things that don't sit with me, like the constant product placement, but if the creators aren't gonna care, why should I, honestly? Oh god, I just remember what's up next. Ape vs. Monster is... wait, is this even a real movie? Does this even count as a movie? No? It deserves to be at the bottom of a trash fire where it belongs? Well, I guess a movie as bad as this doesn't deserve my attention either. Let's move on. And at long last, we run into Space Jam 2 once again. Now, for plenty of you whippersnappers who are new to this channel, I made a 12-minute reaction video of the entire movie with a few friends. That, of course, got taken down by Warner Brothers, because at the time they were very protective of the rights. Nowadays, you could only find a sample of it on the original channel.
What in the Matrix hell?
Now I could safely say that this movie isn't the worst of 2021 anymore, but it's still pretty damn bad. But I will give this movie the benefit of the doubt a little bit. I like Don Cheadle's performance. There are some jokes that genuinely got a laugh out of me.
Sam, shoot the ball! Let's try that again, shall we?
And I do really like the concept of the Goon Squad, them being basketball professionals in the form of different elements. Unfortunately, that's where the positives end, since we still have to suffer through the Freeburg and Seltzer-esque script, some clunky CG models, and the mostly non-existent character development. And Lola. No wonder people forgot about her. And plus I found myself falling asleep at multiple intervals, so that doesn't help at all.
Oh man, Granny's out here having a martini at halftime.
Haters gonna hate!
I think Lola's face here just says it all, really. Now I'm just gonna tell you this right off the bat. I am not in fit condition to talk about this movie. As a person with autism, I feel like I'm gonna offend myself if I talk about it, so let's just skip this one just to be safe. Introducing the most boring movie I have ever seen in my life. A movie with no point despite its beautiful animation. A movie with a boring storyline, forgettable characters, and a script that makes the Transformers movies look awesome in comparison. Which is kind of ironic since the Transformers films do have their merits. I was meaning that a script that is so dull, it makes the majority of the straight story look awesome in comparison. Sure, it may inspire little girls to give horse riding a fair shot. But when they get older, they will most likely forget that this was their inspiration. This is from the studio that brought you Joseph King of Dreams. Remember Joseph King of Dreams? I bet you remember that more than you will remember this. The only memorable part about this movie is that Donnie Darko's in it. Remember Donnie Darko? Yep, we all saw this one coming from a mile away. Ben Platt's multi-million-dollar vanity project, which just so happened to be an adaptation of a Tony Award-winning Broadway musical. What am I supposed to say that hasn't been said already? The sound mixing is awful. Most of the key songs were cut. Half the choreography has been dumbed down to walking through hallways. And most of all, Ben Platt made for a horrible Evan Hansen. And it made him even more unlikable than he was in the Broadway. But at least in the Broadway, the characters called Evan out for his actions. This movie, just like He's All That, is not worth your time. In fact, it's not worth mine either. In fact, why am I still talking about it? Now, just by looking at the title for this next movie, you may be thinking, Bryce, you must be in over your head. This can't be a real movie. Show us the real movie. But nope, I ain't joking. This is most definitely the real movie. I'm not showing you a YouTube Kids animation. Yeah, honest to God, I am showing you the actual movie. This is what is this? Yeah, this is one of those gender obsession movies. Yeah, you know the ones. The ones that portray the main character as absolutely flawless and every other male character is an idiot. Which, can I be the first to say, can that cliche please die already? It's fine for the target audience it's trying to go for, but for me, I just wouldn't recommend it to anybody in the right mind. I wouldn't mind giving this movie a hard skip. Alright, major flaw time. Why is James Corden a rat? Are the producers doing this to me? I asked for a mouse and they gave me James Corden! You know, if I just looked at this out of context, I would have thought of this as one of those joke parody trailers. But nope, this is a trailer for a real movie. We really did get a lot of those this year. This one was painful to sit through, and for a good reason too. I could tell at some moments that the actors were giving it their all to make a genuinely good horror movie, but the admiration is kind of lost when you're making a movie called Karen. Oh yeah, and I also watched Daddy Derek's new Cool Cat movie. What am I supposed to say about this? Moving on. Oh yeah, and then I saw that Mystery Science Theater Teen Titans Go Space Jam thing. I'm actually more confident in saying that I didn't like this one. God, there were so many terrible films this year! How many times am I supposed to say the same thing about the poor pacing, the unmemorable characters, the poor script? The most I could say with this one is that this is just National Lampoon meets Mitchell's vs. the Machines, but it lacks any of the joy that those films had. This video is almost done and we haven't even gotten to Thunder Force yet.
Work hard, play hard.
And this is why I have no friends.